Yo, what is good, Knicks Media? Welcome back to the channel. We got more breaking news for the New York Knicks. They go out there and sign center Nerlens Noel to a one-year, $5 million deal. This is the third signing of the Knicks free agency so far. I made videos on each one of them. If you guys have not checked it out, I made videos on me breaking down the Knicks draft and Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, and a bunch of content was already on this channel. I just made this channel this week, and you guys have been absolutely killing in the like, comments, everything, bro. Subscribing, you guys are absolutely amazing, and I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support on this channel. I'm so excited to be creating Knicks content. With that being said, let's get right into Nerlens Noel and why I think this might be my favorite. Not my favorite out of the three, maybe it is, just because this guy is a young former first-round pick, and we need to bring in someone to be behind Mitchell Robinson. The one thing that I am curious about, we went out there and traded for Ed Davis, as we know. Is Ed Davis going to be on this active roster, or is he going to be trade bait? Because we're eating $5 million of his salary, but we can still trade him. Nerlens Noel, I feel like he can come in and bring in, a defensive prowess behind Mitchell Robinson. He's not an older guy. He still has upside because he is young. Maybe Nerlens Noel did reach his potential and he didn't really live up to all the hype he was coming out of college. But, I like what the Knicks are doing because they are not going out there and signing mega big deals. And I know it frustrates some Knicks fans because, you know what? We've been losing for so long. Like, how many years are we going to just give out one-year contracts and not sign big names, just continuously to lose? Listen, this is only the second year in a row, ever since Scott Perry came in, and now Leon Rose is calling the shots this season. We've not gave max contracts because we understand this team is not ready to win right now. Would you rather the Knicks go out there and give Gordon Hayward a $120 million contract and all these players that are not even that good, giving them mega deals to just ruin the Knicks' future? I don't want the Knicks to do that, because if they do that, maybe we're good for a year or two, and then it sacrifices our 3 or 4 years down the road. What Leon Rose is trying to do is he's trying to build a long-term contender. And what that means is remaining cap space, because they're not going to spend big with their money until they know that this guy can win us an NBA championship. And that's why they're trying to hold on to the cap space and make sure they have room in 2021 and probably even 2022, because they're being patient, which is a good sign. Listen, Leon Rose, this is his first offseason as the Knicks president, and I know Knicks fans don't want to hear the word patience because we've sucked for so long and we want to win now, and I don't blame you guys. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I understand the frustration, but you cannot turn things around that quickly. If you try to take some shortcuts and sign max players to huge contracts that you don't really feel like they're culture changer guys, then you're just going backwards. And we need to bring in a lot of young talent to develop under Tom Thibodeau. We need to instill a new culture. Tom Thibodeau is going to be the guy that we're hoping that can turn this organization around. And I feel like him as a coach in particular could get a lot out of Nerlens Noel. He's a defensive center. His numbers last year, he averaged 7.4 points per game, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and I'm pretty sure he had somewhere around 1.5 blocks and a steal per game. That's averaging 18.5 minutes per game and 69% from the field. So this is a solid center. We have our franchise center, in my opinion, in Mitchell Robinson. I'm hoping he's the starter. He definitely should be, because last year we know he was not for some weird reason. And I think that he's a quality backup center. Definitely better than Ed Davis. I don't want a 30-year-old Ed Davis that averaged 1 point per game last year. Nerlens Noel, he's a former first-round pick, and he has some upside, in my opinion, especially under good coaching staff. So listen, this is not another splashy signing. These are the type of signings I was hoping for the Knicks, because I do not, like I keep mentioning over in these videos, I do not want them to go out there and just spend money like drunken sailors with all the cap space. You need to be smart. You need to set this team up for the future. Now that we're doing this, we have 11 draft picks in the next 3 years. And listen, we're not going to use all 11 of those picks on players in the draft. We're going to package those for trades. I feel like there's something under the water that we're not seeing that Leon Rose is doing, that maybe he's saving a lot of cap space for guys working with a trade. We don't know. There's a lot of things we don't understand, but as of right now, Alec Burks, Nerlens Noel, and Elfrid Payton are the only 3 guys, as I'm recording this video, that signed with the New York Knicks in free agency, all for 1-year cheap deals. So they're obviously thinking forwardly, and they want to Bring in veteran guys like the three I just mentioned around this young core, see what they can get out of them. Who do we want to bring back next year? And maybe there's someone next year that we can go after big time, because if you look at the other teams, if you look at the Atlanta Hawks, for example, they're building in the right direction. They got Trae Young, and they have a lot of young talent, and they look like a team that is on the rise, and now they're going out there and signing a bunch of players. Do I agree with the players they are getting in? Like Gallinari and I forgot who, I think Rajon Rondo went there, but I could be wrong. They're making their moves because they're kind of a year ahead of the Knicks. I feel like after this year, if this Knicks young core, if RJ Barrett takes that next step to become the star that I think he can, if Mitchell Robinson proves to be a top 5 defensive center in the league and could be efficient at the rim, just so you guys know, highest field goal percentage in NBA history. Yes, I know it's a shortened season, but still, if Tom Thibodeau shows to be the coach to get potential out of these guys, Dennis Smith Jr., Frank Ntilikina, it's going to be really fun to watch these two guys under Tom Thibodeau. Emmanuel Quickley, especially Frank Ntilikina. I feel like Tom Thibodeau is going to get in Frank's mind and just unleash him defensively. He's already elite defensively, but I feel like Tom Thibodeau as a head coach loves defense, and Frank loves defense, and it's going to be a match made in heaven for those two, and I'm really excited to see what he can do with Frank. But yeah, I don't want to get off topic. Nerlens Noel, I feel like he's just another guy that's going to come in here and provide depth at the center position, and it's a young upside guy. We're not designated for him for more than a year. It's a 2-year deal, not the biggest splashy signing, but let me know down below what you guys thought of the signing. You guys happy? You guys upset? You guys don't understand it? Do you guys see Leon Rose's vision? I'm going to make so many videos about Leon Rose's vision. I'm going to do player profiles about each player on the Knicks. I'm going to do position breakdowns. I'm going to do my thoughts on Tom Thibodeau as a coach, my predictions for the team. A lot of Knicks content will be coming on this channel. So if you guys are not already, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys are up to date on all of my videos. Again, I'm appreciating every single like, comment, subscribe that you guys are bringing me. You guys are killing it. This channel is growing exponentially, and it's all because of you guys. Let's go Knicks. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.